All right, in this video, we're going to talk about how the market finished off this tumultuous week. It's been a crazy start to 2022, but we're also going to talk about Ford Motor and how the family of founder Henry Ford retains control of this company after all these years, and in fact accumulates more and more control. So we're going to talk about that and whether or not the family knows something that we don't. So stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to TipRanks. I'm Richard Allen. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. Let's take a peek over at TipRanks.com here quick. S&P 500 was slightly up today, up 0.08% after the drastic fall yesterday. The Dow, however, was down still today, another just over 0.5%, down 0.56% on the day. And the NASDAQ finishing strong for the week, up 0.75% today during normal trading. And then Bitcoin, after the tumultuous day yesterday, back up above 43,000 per coin, up 1.69% today. Now, the major indices have not had a good couple weeks here. They've actually had losing weeks across the board. But Ford Motor Company, year to date, so since the beginning of the year, is up 15.71%. That is a fantastic start to the year. In fact, if you look over the past 1 year time frame, Ford, ticker symbol F, is up almost 160%, which is absolutely crazy. So I want to talk about Bill Ford because Bill Ford owns a ton of this company. He's the single largest individual shareholder of common stock, but he has a special super voting Class B shares that he owns quite a bit of and retains a ton of control of this company, way more than you think. So we're going to talk about that and whether or not this family knows something that we don't about Ford, or they're up 160% over the past year. Is it time for a correction for ticker symbol F, or are they going to jump more in the year to come? That's the question I want to pose to you by the end of this video. So let's jump right in. Let's talk about Bill Ford doubling down on Ford shares and quietly amassing more control of this company in the process. Bill Ford, the great-grandson of Henry Ford, owns 2.3 million shares of Ford common stock. But here's where the control comes in for Bill Ford. He currently owns 16.1 million shares of Class B shares that have a 40% overriding controlling stake in this company. So he owns 23% of the Class B shares out there. These Class B shares make up 2% of the total available shares in Ford, but they control 40% of the voting power. Now, back in 2012, Bill Ford only owned 4 million of these Class B shares, roughly around 6% ownership of those Class B shares. Now he owns over 20% of these Class B shares. So does he know something that we don't about this company? When you have the CEOs of Microsoft, Amazon, the past CEO of Amazon, Tesla, Google, all these different companies selling their stock at record paces while their companies are at record highs, Bill Ford, the chairman of Ford, is accumulating more and more shares. So does he know something about this company's future that we don't know, or is he just betting in the company's future and the family's legacy? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Is it time to buy Ford, or is it time to run for the hills? Now, let's take a peek at what the analysts have to say about Ford after the crazy year they had. Again, over the 1 year time frame, up 160%. This is a moderate buy based on 19 ratings, 10 buys, 6 holds, 3 sells, with an average downside of right around 11%. So do you agree with that? Do you think Ford is going to go down over the next 12-month period, or they can continue to push and push and push and drive their share price up higher? Is this going to be the next Tesla? That sounds crazy because they do far more revenue than Tesla does. But this stock is only worth $100 billion as opposed to Tesla being worth over $1 trillion. So are we going to see Ford push to above $1 trillion eventually with this EV push that they're making? Or Are they just an automobile company? Are they just a legacy maker that's just kind of going to go about the wayside eventually? Let me know how you feel down in the comments. As always, thank you guys for joining me for another video. If you learned something new or found any value in this video at all, let me know by hitting that like button and that subscribe button down below. Have a great long weekend. Markets are closed on Monday for Martin Luther King Day. I'll see you Tuesday.